my Lord Bishop, Mrs. Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen, children, and I think half the Confederate Army of the United States. Good afternoon. 150 years ago, Temple Chevalier, an Oxford scholar, came up to teach at the new Cathedral University at Durham. He came as a notable mathematician and theologian too, and later he was an astronomer of world renown. He also came endowed with great pastoral zeal, and his bishop, Bishop Van Heuvel, appointed him to the cure of souls here at Ash. Immediately he began teaching the village children in his lodgings, and later on in 1835 he opened his own school here. We are met here this afternoon to mark the 150th anniversary of Christian education here in Ash, an education which Temple Chevalier initiated. His monuments, in fact, are all around us. His family headstones in the churchyard, the church itself, which he very enthusiastically renovated or restored, and the observatory which he built in Durham City, and of course our school here. But he did leave us a more vital legacy, I feel, a tradition of Christian education, a tradition of humanity, of true charity, and of warmth and hospitality. Hospitality which I myself have experienced, and which is reflected, my Lord Bishop and Mrs. Jenkins, in the immense pleasure and goodwill which the people of the villages of Ash have towards your visit today. May I thank you for graciously consenting to open our proceedings this afternoon, our 150th anniversary fair. The correct term is sesquicentennial. I can't say that very often, so that's your lesson for this afternoon. Our 150th anniversary fair, and I request you formally to declare it open. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Headmaster, and thank you everybody for turning up like this, and thanks to the people who gave me such a splendid ride that I didn't want to get off, so I went round a little too far just to get an extra bit in. And this is, of course, a great day, and in one way it's not all that great, but at least they've, you know, the rain's kept off. And here we are celebrating this 150 years of the school. And even more importantly, I think, as the headmaster's already indicated, it's 150 years of the church and the community working together for the sake of its children. That is to say, for the sake of its future. Well now, when you start thinking about the future from now, we know we're in very difficult times, don't we? There's little money about, and there's little work about. And so what will the future look like? The next 25 years, let alone the next 150. Well, we don't know, do we? But there are two things which I think we do know for certain. The first is that we continue to have our faith, so that we have a purpose in living together, whatever happens to us. And the second thing is that we have one another. We've got our community. And that, it seems to me, is what a church school is all about. Faith in the God who cares, and faith in one another as giving us a chance for community, a chance for service, a chance for making something out of life. It's good times as well as bad. And when you come to think about it, I mean, in 1835, for instance, they just passed the Poor Law in 1834, which made a mess of a hell of a lot of people. And governments are always doing that. It's nothing new. Life is always difficult, really, and they always do make a mess of it. So it's up to us here on the ground, you see, to keep faith, to keep our schools going, to keep our church going, to keep our communities going. So I'm particularly glad to be with you on this local celebration. The church out there and the school and us to work together for the future. And therefore, although times may be difficult like they've been before, and although it's inclined to rain but it's keeping off, I'm quite sure that we can celebrate together. Celebrate the 150 years, celebrate that we are still together and here we are with one another, and celebrate therefore that we've got plenty of chances for working together to make a worthwhile life both for ourselves and above all for our children. So I'd just like to say many congratulations for 150 years, long may you keep going, and for this splendid do, good luck and every blessing, and I now declare whatever it is well and truly open.
Everything's all getting ready for the bed. Jolly good. That's it.
Left turn round a little bit. Yeah, this face. Now turn your face in. Right, we're all looking out to where it's going to go. Yeah. And just
wait to blow their heads off. Come on. Look grim.
Won't be the first time. You wouldn't like to lean over the road, Bishop. Just a bit more as if we're... And then look, that's fine enough, really.
Yeah.